Hello guys, welcome back in today's crypto technical analysis. Today we're going to discuss the BTC price action as usual, and we've got very important support and resistance lines that has been changed, and during the episode we will do a multiple time frame analysis. However, before we start, I've got a small request as usual. If you guys are learning and enjoying, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. On the weekly time frame, I covered the previous levels under a weekly time frame. We've got over 1 day to close this weekly candle, and we've got the last level at around, on the weekly time frame, that was a previous high. It was around $60,000. As long as we're going to be closing this weekly candle above $60,000, and if we get a small pullback and we can hold it, and then highly likely the price action will move towards the new all-time high, what we called in December that we move towards the blue sky zone. And as I said, as long as we're going to close the weekly time frame above $60,000 and claim that level as a support, we'll move to the next blue sky zone. Moving on to a daily time frame. Under daily time frame, if we're going to recap, once we got a decline from $65,000 recent all-time high, that we came to $47,000, and on the Fibonacci level that we expected to get a rejection 0.66, 0.618, the golden zone at around $59,500 and $60,000, and the price action that we shorted all the way up to the, if you remember, we had a support box number 4 all the way up to $30,000 and $28,000. And as soon as the price action came, number of tests, and as soon as we hold on the lower time frame as well as the higher time frame was a bullish, and then we had a buy signal on the lower time frame as well as the high time frame. And that was on the higher time frame. We never had an exit signal, only in this region. That is, you remember, daily time frame was a bullish, however it was a bit weak. So the daily time frame provided over 113% spot profit. With the current price action, if you manage to buy under the system that I'm following, with the current price action, one could have been up by 105% profit. And as you remember, once we got buy signal on the lower time frame as well as the higher time frame, however, for the scalpers, the buy signal came at around 34,500, 33,500. There was another 0.618 and 66 zone that we took this short signal up to this $40,000. If you remember, we held the support level dollar to dollar. Then after we had a short from 618, we had 22% spot profit. Since then, again, we had another signal as soon as we held the $40,000 lower time frame as well as the higher time frame provided another buy signal. So from the $41,000, one could have been up by 50% to 54% spot profit. And if you're doing a leverage, you do the maths for yourself. 4-hour time frame. Before we move on to multiple time frame analysis, if you want to learn all these technical analysis, and if you want to become an independent and professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8, and one-on-one intense masterclass is available, where I'm going to teach you how to gain these profits and be profitable in the market. It only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all, and during the course you will learn day trading, i.e. scalping, swing, as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. If you remember, we had these old support and resistance lines, and as you can see, we held the $40,000 with the previous support box, dollar to dollar, week to week, and then we had a buy signal. So as I said, one could have been up by, with the current price action, over 50% spot profit. And if you're doing a leverage, 10 times 500%, 5 times 250% in about 2 weeks. So the levels are changed. As you remember, we did expect the volatility on the 10. We had 10 to 5% dump. Depends on the exchange. On a Bitstamp, we had a 10% dump, and since then the price action started moving towards the upside. However, we had expectation that to get a rejection from these levels, and we had a minor correction in the market. As you can see, how we held the levels from the last video, that we came all the way up to the lower line of this support as well as the black line, which was important level of the Fibonacci. As I said, if we're going to lose this level, highly likely the price action will come to the soft. And this time soft support may not hold, and we can see all the way up to $48,000, $49,000. However, we didn't reach to that level, and the buy signal came at around, on the 4-hour time frame, as soon as we broke this high was 44,500 level. 4-hour time frame started moving towards the upside, and we had a buy signal on the 4-hour time frame. And as I said in the previous videos, that 4 hour as well as the lower time frames are heavily under the bull's control. So at the moment, 4 hour time frame still heavily under the bull's control. These are the old support resistance lines that we followed since the 7th of October. Around 46,000 is going to be our support 3, support 2 at around $52,000. However, the support number 1 is around $58,000. And at the same time, we've got support, which is a lower time frame support at around $60,000. But we've got higher time frame, the resistance between 60,000 and all the way up to $65,000. So these are the new levels, and we've got a new Fibonacci high time frame Fibonacci level. And as you can see, that confluence with very important level of the support number 2 with the 618. At the same time, if we're going to look another confluence that VWAP is showing right around 0.66, the golden zone. So the current condition is, as I said, 4 hour heavily under the bull's control, as long as we're not going to lose the support number 2. At the same time, 0.618, the golden zone, which is $51,000. It is very early for us to talk about the bearish scenario at this stage. If we're going to test one of these levels, lower line or this support level, then we might go all the way up to the $65,000, and we might see a deviation on a lower time frame and mid time frame, and then we might get a correction in the market. On the 4 hour time frame, the levels are 54,500, 55,500 levels are extremely important, because we've got a point of control on the mid time frame, and then we've got mid time frame Fibonacci levels at around below the support number 1. So as long as we're going to be above, in the first place, the lower line of the support and 0.618, highly likely we will go towards the upside. Otherwise, we may dump all the way up to $52,000. At the moment, as I said, it's slightly early for us to talk about these levels. 2 hour time frame. And the 2 hour time frame, if you remember, we had a support level which was acting as a resistance at around $44,000. Once we broke the 44,000, 43,500, as you can see, they broke the resistance and claimed as a support, and 2 hour time frame started moving towards the upside. And on the 2 hour time frame, we had over 45% spot profit. In the 48 to 72 hours, as long as we're going to be above $57,000, $58,000, 2 hour will still remain under the bull's control. So 2 hour is still healthy and under the bull's control. So the same level applies on the 1 hour time frame. If we're going to lose this black line, which is $60,000, 1 hour time frame, then move towards the consolidation. However, 1 hour and 2 hour time frames are heavily under the bull's control. For the market and instant, at the same time, for the altcoin setups, you can follow me via Twitter at @the_magnate. And recently I shared number of altcoins, and those altcoins are already in profit. These are the levels, play level to level, and we came to an end of this episode. And if you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.